Hi students. So in the last class we have studied about the different types of unit cells, that is simple cubic, BCC and also FCC. So we have already learned about the calculation of number of particles in case of simple cubic, BCC and also FCC. So how many number of particles are there in case of simple cubic? It is found to be one particle exists per unit cell. So in case of BCC, there is an existence of two particles per unit cell. So in case of FCC, there is an existence of four particles per unit cell. So how can we calculate the value of number of particles exist per unit cell in case of simple cubic, BCC and also FCC? You have already learned. So once again I will say how we are going to get this one. That is 1 by 8 into 8 is equal to 1 particle exists per unit cell in case of simple cubic, because only the corner particles are there, which is found to be 8. So in case of BCC, along with these corner particles 1 by 8 into 8, along with that there is an existence of one of the particle exactly at the center of the unit cell. So 1 into 1 is equal to 1 plus 1 total is equal to 2 particles exist per unit cell. So in case of FCC, along with the corner particles, there is an existence of the face-centered particle also. So totally there is an existence of 6 face-centered particles and the shade is found to be 1 by 2. So totally 1 plus 3 is equal to 4 particles exist per unit cell. So this is nothing but the calculation of number of particles exist per unit cell in the case of simple cubic, BCC and also FCC. Now, so what is packing efficiency? Packing efficiency can be defined as the percentage of the total space occupied by the particles. This is called packing efficiency. That means the value of packing efficiency increases with increase in the number of particles. So higher the number of particles, more will be the value of packing efficiency. That means in case of simple cubic, there is the existence of only one particle exists per unit cell. Hence the value of packing efficiency is less in case of simple cubic. So by comparing with simple cubic, so in case of BCC, there is the existence of two particles per unit cell. So because of increase the number of particles, so the value of packing efficiency also gets increased. So in case of FCC, there is the existence of 4 particles per unit cell. So because of high value of number of particles, the value of packing efficiency also gets increased. Okay, next in this class, we will study the calculation of the packing efficiency in case of simple cubic, BCC and also FCC. That means the value of packing efficiency only depends upon the number of particles. So let us study the calculation of the packing efficiency in case of simple cubic first. So we know that in case of a simple cubic lattice, SCC, only 8 lattice points are there. So how many lattice points are there? Only 8 lattice points are there in case of simple cubic, SCC. So simple cubic lattice is also known as SCC. Okay. So all these 8 lattice points are arranged at 8 corners of a unit cell. So this is nothing but the cubic unit cell in which all sides are equal and all angles are equal. So in this cubic unit cell, 8 lattice points are arranged at 8 corners of this unit cell. Okay. So each lattice point is represented in the form of a sphere like this. That means each lattice point or each particle is represented in the form of a sphere. Okay, so we have arranged 8 lattice points at 8 corners of a unit cell. So in this structure, this sphere is nothing but the representation of a particle. That means particle is represented in the form of a sphere. So what is the radius of this sphere? So let R be the radius of the sphere, and in this unit cell, so from A to B it is called the edge length. So from here to here, A to B. So we will consider only 2 spheres. So in this the unit cell, all the 8 corner particles are closely arranged. So all the 8 particles are closely arranged. So in between the particles there is no gap just between. Okay, so from A to B there is an existence of only two particles. So from A to B it can be taken as the edge length. Edge length is going to be A, and let R be the radius in the sphere. So this is one of the sphere and this is another sphere. So from here to here it is called R, 1R, and from here to it is also called as 1R. So from A to B, small a is nothing but the edge length. The relation between A and R is going to be A is equal to R plus R. A is equal to 2R. So R being the radius of the sphere, that means each particle is represented in the form of a sphere, and A is the edge length. That means from one corner to another corner, the length can be taken as the edge length. The relation between A and R is found to be A is equal to 2R. That means from here to here is A, and the radius of this sphere, each sphere is found to be R. R plus R can be taken as A. 2R is equal to A. A is equal to 2R. So if we know the edge length of the cube, we will calculate the volume of the cube. So volume of the cube object can be taken as the volume of the unit cell. So what is the volume of the cube? So the edge length is going to be A. All the sides and also all angles are equal in case of the cube. So that means if you want to calculate the value for the volume of the cube, the length, breadth and height, so all should be multiplied. A and A and A. A into A into A can be taken as A cube. So we know the value of A in terms of R. So we will replace the value of A in terms of R. A is going to be 2R. So A cube means 2R whole cube. It is going to be 8R cube. Found to be 8R cube. So this is nothing but the volume of the cube object. It is also known as the volume of the unit cell. Next, we know that in case of simple cubic, there is an existence of one particle per unit cell. So one particle exists per unit cell. So I have mentioned here, in case of simple cubic, number of particles exist per unit cell is found to be one particle. So we have mentioned each particle in the form of a sphere. Then we will go for the volume of a sphere. So what is the volume of a sphere? It is we all know familiar about the volume of the sphere is going to be 4 by 3 pi r cube. So volume of the sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. It is constant, and the volume of the cube or the unit cell we have calculated from these two diagrams. That is A is equal to 2r and A cube is going to be 8r cube. Okay, so if you want to calculate the value of packing efficiency, the equation used to calculate the value of packing efficiency is packing efficiency is equal to number of particles, that means number of the particles exist per unit cell into volume of the sphere. So we know that the volume of the sphere is going to be 4 by 3 pi r cube. So number of particles into volume of the sphere divided by total volume of the unit cell. So whatever the volume taken for the unit cell is also going to be the volume of the cube, that is to be taken the denominator multiplied by 100. So we know that number of particles exist per unit cell in case of simple cubic is going to be 1 into volume of the sphere is going to be 4 by 3 pi r cube, and volume of the unit cell is going to be how much? 8r cube. So the r cube gets cancels with one another, and 4 ones and 4 twos. Okay, so 4 ones are 4, that cancels with the 2 times that value is going to be 8. So 4 ones are 4 twos. And after the simplification, so there is no common terms, the numerator and also denominator cancel out. So remaining is pi and 100. Along with that, so there is a value 3 in the denominator of the numerator. It comes to the denominator 3 into 2. So it's going to be found after simplification. We are going to get the 52.4% as the packing efficiency in case of simple cubic units. So in this way, we are going to calculate the packing efficiency in case of simple cubic using this representation. Okay. Now, that is the calculation of the packing efficiency in case of the second type of grid set is called the body centered cubic grid set, also called as BCC. So in this case, there is an existence of 9 lattice points. In those 9 lattice points, 8 lattice points are arranged at 8 corners of the unit cell, and one of the particle exists at the center of the unit cell. Now we will calculate the relation between A and R. So what is A? A is called the edge length and R is called the radius of the sphere. So in case of BCC, number of particles exist per unit cell. So we should also know this value. So it is found to be 2. Number of particles exist per unit cell is found to be 2. Now we will calculate the relation between the edge length A and the radius of the sphere is found to be R. So for that purpose, so we have to draw one of the line. So that line should coincide with the corner particles along with the body centered particle. So you just imagine your room is nothing but the cube. So in that room, the opposite corners, you should consider the opposite corners. So from top corner to bottom corner, you draw a diagonal so that that line should pass through the body centered particle. So what is meant by body centered particle? A central particle which is placed at the center of the body, which is equidistant from all the sides. So that type of particle can be taken as body centered particle. So if we place the 8 particles at 8 corners of your room and one particle at the center of your room, so we will draw a line. So from top corner to the bottom corner, opposite corner, we will draw a diagonal so that that diagonal should pass through the body centered particle. So that kind of line is drawn from A to B. So from A to B, there is a existence of 3 particles. 2 corner particles along with the body centered particle. That means A to B, there is the existence of 3 spheres. So what is the value of A, B in terms of R? So from here to here it is R, from here to here R, then R, third R and fourth R. So what is the value of AB in terms of R? It is going to be AB is equal to 4R. Okay, and what is the value of A in terms of R? So to calculate that value, so it is not, we are not getting the value of the relation between A and R directly from this diagram. So we have to do some more calculations. So for that purpose, so we are drawing one of the diagonal. So from a B to one of the point called C. C is called the corner point. From B to C, we will draw a diagonal. So this is nothing but ACB is called the right angle triangle. So this is nothing but the right angle triangle having the angle 90 degree. So we can apply the Pythagoras theorem for this triangle. So this opposite to this right angle triangle or right angle, this AB can be taken as the hypotenuse. So according to Pythagoras theorem, the square on the hypotenuse will be equal to the square of the remaining 2 sides. So this is nothing but the C point. Okay, so according to Pythagoras theorem, by using this the triangle ACB, the Pythagoras theorem will apply. So that AB square is equal to AC square plus BC square. So we know the value for AB in terms of R, it is going to be 4R whole square. And what is the value of AC? So AC is nothing but one of the edge length whose value is going to be A. So we have to take the AC square is A square plus what is the value of BC? So this is called the BC, which is nothing but the diagonal, not the edge. So that we don't know the value of this BC. So to calculate the value of this BC, we will consider one more triangle. So that also nothing but one of the right angle triangle, we will take another point D. So this corner point can be taken as a D point. So from this BDC, D is nothing but the right angle having 90 degrees. So BDC is nothing but right angle triangle. So in this, the angle D is going to be 90 degrees. So we will also apply apply the Pythagoras theorem for this triangle BDC also. So we will take separately. That means BC is nothing but the hypotenuse opposite to this 90 degrees. That is BC square is equal to BD square plus DC square. So what is the value of BD? So BD is nothing but one of the edge length. It is found to be A square plus DC square. So DC is also one of the edge length. It is also found to be A square. That is BC square can be taken as A square plus A square. So we will replace the value of BC square in terms of A square here. This BC square is equal to A square plus A square. Okay. So 4r whole square is equal to A square plus A square plus A square is found to be 3A square. Okay. Then we will calculate the value of A separately. That means we will take A square in separate so that 4r whole square divided by 3. So we will take the value of A. A is equal to. So to calculate the value of A, we have to apply the square root. So that square root of 4r whole square divided by square root of 3. So that in the numerator, the square and the root get cancels with one another, so that the value of r is going to be 4r by root 3. 4r by root 3. Next, we will calculate the value of A cube. A is nothing but one of the edge length. So the relation between A and r in case of BCC is found to be A is equal to 4r by root 3. Next, we will go for the calculation of A cube. A cube is nothing but the volume of the unit cell or the volume of the cube. So 4r by root 3 whole cube. So we will take the cubic value of the value of A. It is found to be 4 4s 16, 16 4s 64 into r cube divided by root 3 into root 3 into root 3 can be taken as a 3 root 3. Okay, so this is nothing but the value of A cube. And we know the value of volume of the sphere. So volume of sphere is found to be 4 by 3 by r cube. So we know the volume of the sphere and also we know the edge length of the volume of the unit cell. And we will go for the calculation of packing efficiency. It is packing efficiency is equal to number of particles into volume of the sphere divided by volume of the unit cell into 100. So what is the value of number of particles in this per unit cell in case of BCC? It is found to be 2 into volume of the sphere is found to be 4 by 3 by r cube divided by volume of the unit cell. Here A cube is nothing but the volume of the unit cell. It is found to be 64 r cube divided by 3 root 3 into the value 100. So after calculation and after the cancelling out the common terms, so r cube gets cancels with one another. 3 and 3 gets cancels with one another. So 4 ones. So here also 4 ones 4, 4 6 24, and 2 ones 2 8s. So totally, what is the value obtained? So after the cancelling up of the similar values, so we will write the remaining terms. That is pi into root 3. So it is there in the denominator to denominator. It goes to the numerator. Root 3 into 100 divided by 8. So the value of pi is going to be 3.14 into root 3 is 1.732 into 100 divided by 8. It is found to be 68%. So the value of packing efficiency in case of BCC is found to be 68. So but in case of simple cubic, it is found to be 52.8. So that means, so because of increase the number of particles, in case of BCC, the value of packing efficiency is increased from 52.8 to 58.